What does it take to police one of India's most strategically important states? A state that shares borders with China, Nepal, and Bhutan, welcomes lakhs of tourists every year, faces natural disasters like landslides and floods, and is now battling a growing drug menace and rising cybercrime. The officer at the center of this challenge is IPS Akshay Sachdeva, the Director General of Police of Sikkim. Unlike many senior police officers who are constantly in the public eye, Akshay Sachdeva has spent more than 3 decades quietly building institutions rather than headlines. But today, he is leading a police force through one of the most significant transitions in its history. Hello, I'm Bhakti Kothari from Indian Masterminds, and today let's explore the journey and vision of the officer who is working to build a smarter, stronger, and more people-centric Sikkim police. When Akshay Sachdeva assumed charge as the Director General of Police in January 2025, he inherited much more than the highest policing office in the state. Sikkim was entering a new phase of policing. Traditional law and order challenges were now being accompanied by cybercrime, cross-border criminal networks, synthetic drugs, and rapidly changing technology. For any police chief, these are difficult challenges. For the head of a strategically located Himalayan state, they demand an entirely new way of thinking. And that is exactly where Sachdeva's vision begins. Akshay Sachdeva belongs to the 1991 batch of the Indian Police Service. Over these 3 decades, he has witnessed Indian policing transform from conventional policing to intelligence-led, technology-driven, and community-oriented policing. His career was never about chasing publicity. Instead, it was about strengthening the organization from within. One of his important early assignments came as the commandant of the Sikkim Armed Police, where he served from 1996 to 1999. He later returned to the same role between 2004 and 2005. These postings placed him at the core of Sikkim's armed policing structure, where discipline, operational preparedness, and training are critical every single day. As his career progressed, he also served in police headquarters and handled key administrative responsibilities. Those years gave him a deep understanding of how policing works, not just on the ground, but also behind the scenes. That experience eventually led him to the state's top policing post. One issue stands out among all the priorities before him: the growing drug menace. Soon after taking charge, Sachdeva began focusing extensively on tackling narcotics, especially their impact on young people. Drug trafficking networks and synthetic drugs have become emerging concerns across many parts of the country, and Sikkim is no exception. His message has been clear: strict enforcement against those involved in the drug trade while ensuring that the younger generation is protected from falling into addiction. For him, policing isn't only about making arrests, it's also about protecting the future of the society. Perhaps the most interesting part of Akshay Sachdeva's leadership is that he does not see policing only through the lens of crime. He believes policing must evolve with society. His vision places strong emphasis on technology, modernization, and capacity building. The idea is simple: a modern police force cannot rely only on traditional methods. It must constantly upgrade its skills, strengthen its systems, and use technology to respond faster and smarter. But technology alone isn't enough. Sachdeva repeatedly speaks about something equally important: public trust. He believes policing becomes stronger when citizens actively participate. Whether it's stakeholder engagement, public feedback, or community participation, his approach is built around the idea that the police and the public should work together. Instead of being seen only as an enforcement agency, the police should become a trusted institution within society. While people often notice what the police do outside, Sachdeva also focuses on what happens inside the organization. He has spoken about creating an environment where police personnel can perform their responsibilities professionally. Better systems, continuous learning, professional growth, and a work culture that supports responsible policing. Because ultimately, a stronger police force begins with stronger people inside the organization. Leading Sikkim Police is unlike leading police forces in many other states. Sikkim shares international borders with China, Nepal, and Bhutan. That means close coordination with the army, intelligence agencies, and border security forces is a regular part of policing. At the same time, thousands of tourists visit the state every year. Ensuring their safety while maintaining smooth law and order requires careful planning. And then comes the natural disasters. Landslides, floods, earthquakes. During such situations, the police become much more than a law enforcement agency. They become first responders, rescuers, coordinators, and a vital part of disaster management. It is this wide range of responsibilities that makes the office of the Director General of Police both challenging and immensely significant. Interestingly, very little is publicly known about Akshay Sachdeva's personal life. He has maintained a remarkably low profile throughout his career. Instead of public appearances, his work speaks through the priorities he has laid out: professionalism, technology, community participation, public trust, institutional growth. These are not just words, they form the framework of the policing model he wants to build in Sikkim. As crime becomes more sophisticated and public expectations continue to grow, policing can no longer remain static. It has to evolve. And Akshay Sachdeva appears focused on ensuring that Sikkim Police evolves with the time. His goal is straightforward: to ensure that the idea of protect and serve is not just a motto, but a commitment that adapts to the needs of a changing society. What are your thoughts on community policing and technology-driven policing? Do you think this is the future of law enforcement in India? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Indian Masterminds for more inspiring stories from India's civil servants and uniformed services. I am Bhakti Kothari. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next story.